Today we are changing a tubeless tire with full instructions.
Balance the wheel. This isn't about unicycles. I recommend a bike tool, tire lever, rim tape, sealant, rubbing alcohol, measuring cup, air, tire, and a cat. On the bike stand is the Trek Checkpoint ALR5. If you don't have a bike stand, you can just flip it upside down. This bike has a ton of clearance, so we're going to put a 2.1 mountain bike tire to replace this Rambler that's 700 by 45. Taking off the front wheel of a mountain or a gravel bike is essentially the same. Using your bike tool, find the appropriate size, and then turn counterclockwise enough revolutions until the front axle is loose enough so it can easily come out. Press slightly down to fully disengage the wheel from the bike. We will reinstall the front axle, so keep that in a clean area. Next, we are deflating the tire. We're going to unscrew the Presta valve, and then we're going to gently work our way around and squeeze all of the air out of the tire. After the air is released, begin pressing on the side wall of the tire to disconnect the tire from the rim. Use a tire lever to fully disengage the tire from the wheel, especially when they're being difficult. If the tire you are taking off is tubeless, it most likely contains sealant. Turn upright to prevent from spilling. Wipe down the rim using a clean cloth. After, apply some alcohol. This will help remove all the excess debris. Grab the tire that you're placing on your wheel and begin working the side wall. This will make your tire fit a lot easier. Locate the directional arrow and make sure to put the tire on the right way. Fit the bead in the center of the rim. This will give you extra room to fit the other side of the tire wall onto the wheel. We don't want to completely bead the tire in. Reason being, we're going to add sealant to it, so we want to use just a little bit of a gap, as you can see here. This tire requires just under 100 milliliters of sealant. We're going to take that sealant and we're going to pour it into the opening at the bottom of the tire. After all the liquid is poured into the tire, we're going to slowly take it around and turn in all directions to displace that sealant as much as possible. Begin closing the gap, and this part can be a little bit stubborn. Often I have to use a tire lever, some pent-up aggression, and a few F-bombs just for good measure. But there you go, it's on. Try to place air in the tire as quickly as possible and check to see if you have any leaks coming out of the side wall. If there are no leaks, then it's time to put the front tire back on. I prefer to line up the tire from the front. This way I have clear sight of the disc rotor brake, the axle, and the fork. When aligned, thread the front axle through using your bike tool. After that, she's ready to spin. After all said and done, the Trek ALR5 with a 2.1 mountain bike tire still has plenty of clearance. Thanks for watching, and write a comment, or don't. I don't care. Balance the wheel.